And why did you choose Flooring Masters?
Well, we were out to dinner one night with some friends, and Ralph and Flooring Masters had just done a job for them, and they're like, "Hey, if you're looking to do some renovation work, we know exactly who to call." And like I said, we called Ralph probably within a week after we had dinner with our friends, and he called back within 24 hours, and away we went.
And what did you hope to get out of the project?
Well, we moved back in the house. It was probably 17 years ago, and we had never really done any major renovation, and we just thought it was time. We're like, hey, we're going to stay here for a while. Let's redo the bathroom, and it was our master bathroom, and we totally took out walls and everything, took it down to the studs, and rebuilt it back up, and it just turned out wonderful.
And you said that your friends are how you heard about Flooring Masters.
Yes.
How did you feel about the pricing?
Well, we had already had a quote previously, and we got a little scared, and we were like, well, okay, we're not, we don't want to spend nowhere near that much. And then so we said, well, you know what, let's, try Ralph. Let's give Flooring Masters a call and just see if maybe we were off base off the first one. And when he came in, we're like, okay, well, if we can do this project for that, then we're definitely going to do it. We liked it a little bit because we knew Ralph was just going to quote us what it was going to take for him to do the work, and then we were able to go outside and pick up the things we were looking for as far as cabinetry, shower, any kind of your faucets, your bathtub, and things like that. We were able to go get that we wanted and could find the pricing that fit our budget, so it worked out great.
Beautiful. Have you worked with other contractors before?
Only once before, and it was very simple jobs, so those went smooth as well. But like you said, this project went really well the same way, so it was great.
How do we compare?
The thing I tell people when they ask me like, hey, how did it go? And I said, well, I'll just tell you this: there was a Flooring Masters van every day in our driveway or in front of the house. And I said, that's what worked out so great is, I've heard of other people say, hey, they started the project, and next thing you know, we didn't see them for a week. And, knowing they were here every day, and we understood, I have an engineering background, so I understand there's sequences that you have to do. Certain things have to be done in certain order. And, but having them here every day, we knew that they were, the project was moving along at the pace it was supposed to.
How did you feel about how we treated your home?
Oh, it was good because if you've ever been any kind of renovation in a house, you realize, especially it was in the back of the house, so they had to make their pathway all the way through a bedroom and then through the living room and partly through a dining room and then out the front door. It was kind of like, okay, but everything was covered, and it was great. You said when you're going through the process, it's like, okay, is this house ever going to be clean again? And but it worked out great. And, when they left, they cleaned everything up behind them, and so it worked out good.
Excellent. How was our communication with you during the project?
Well, that was the one thing I tell people too. I'm like, I was saying, there was a van, Flooring Masters was here every day, and if ever I had a question between even Ralph or Allison, they would get back with us within 24 hours, because I bugged Allison a couple times. I kind of felt bad. I think the third time I texted her, I was like, okay, Allison, I know you're probably tired of me asking this question, but can we just confirm we measured this the right way? And the good thing is Allison only lives probably less than a mile from the house here, so she would say, yeah, it's fine. Hey, I'm getting off of work here at 5:30. I'll swing by on my way home and we'll measure it one more time. So I think after the third time, we're like, okay, it's right. Let's go.
Measure twice, cut once.
Exactly.
Was there anything during the project that you were dissatisfied with?
Nothing really. Like you said, you just get used to knowing that you're going to have some dirty spots in the house. And we vacuumed up around. It was kind of clean. Other than the bathtub sitting in the front yard for maybe 8 hours one day, I thought the neighbors thought that was kind of fun. I think they thought we were going to move the renovation to the front yard and not in the house.
Building an outdoor bathroom.
Putting an outdoor bath.
In your opinion, how could we improve? Sorry.
Well, that's a great question. Like you said, just knowing somebody was here every day working on the project was fantastic. So I really can't say anything. you know, it's probably with any kind of renovation, you're like, oh wow, I wish that was done, you know, a week earlier, or you think it's going to be done a week earlier, but you just have to understand, like you said, there's just certain things that have to happen in a sequence, and just know that, you know, some days you just got to let something dry long enough before you can move on. So, but it worked out great.
Have you recommended us to anyone else?
I have, and you know, I kind of told Ralph. I said, I hope somebody nearby or somebody in the neighborhood calls you, because it was like I saw a lot of people taking pictures of the van in the front yard, and I've told two other people. I was like, hey, let me show you pictures of what we started with and what it looks like now. So I said, if you're ever thinking about renovating your bathroom, I said I'd give Ralph a call.
Thank you. And are there any other stories about your experience you'd like to share?
Well, we did have one little accident one day, but it all worked out. One of the workers cut himself, but he was back to work within a week. So we were glad to see that. But it was kind of scary when that happened. But he's fine, so it was good.
Good. That's it.